Hello all, welcome to my channel. I am Vivek Gaurav and I'll be teaching you dynamic programming. And before we proceed further, a humble request from my side. Please like and subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell icon so that you get notified every time a new video is coming up. Now, let's get started.
In this video, we are going to talk about Python string function. This is the fifth video on the string functions, and the topics we have is that what is string, Python string function, examples, and hands-on. So once again, I'll be stopping the video, I'll be doing the hands-on. So I'll request you to pause the video from time to time and do the hands-on with me. So let's start. So the first function that we have for today is that isTitle. Now Python isTitle method returns true if the string is title cased string, otherwise it returns false. Now what is title case? Title case means that the each word of the first letter should be capital. Like here you see P is in title, Python is in title case, string is in title case, this is not, and method is in title case. Why? Because P is capital here, S is capital here, M is capital here. Okay, this is what title case is. So the signature is title, there is no parameter required, it returns true or false. Let us have a look at the example. So here you see str is equal to welcome to coding. Now you see W is capital, T is capital, C is capital, and if I check str2 is equal to str dot is title, and if I try to print str2, I'll get true. Why? Because it is in title case. Let us look at the other example. Here we have welcome to coding. If I do this, it is going to give me true. But you look at the second example, str is equal to hello coders. Now you see H is in small letter. Can you see that? H is in small letter. So this is going to give me false. Okay, this is going to give me false. Similarly, we can use it with the if else statement also. If str dot is title is equal to true, or you can directly write if str dot is title, that much also is going to work, right? That much also is going to work. So here for this one it is going to give you false, for this one it is going to give you true. Why? Like here it is going to give you not in title case. This is what you will get here for this one. For this string, this one you will get in title case. Why? Because you have a b and then you have a space cd and then you have a space ef. Okay, so you'll get true for that. Okay, this will be true. Another one 1b 2d cf. So for this one you are going to get not in title case. Okay, so now what we are going to do is that we are going to the editor and write the code for us. Okay, so here what I will do is that here only I'll make num is equal to, and I'll write Vivek is a Python student. Now you see this is what I wrote, and here I'll write is title. Okay, so for this one it should give me false. Why? Because although my V was capital, but I is a small, P is a small, S is a small. So here if I'll write Vivek is Python student, okay, if I'll write like this, now if I run this code, you see it is going to give me true. Can you see that? So it should be in the first word of all the first character of all the words should be in capital letter. That's the basic requirement of his title. Okay, what if I put a number before that? What if I put a number before that? It is going to give me, now also it is going to give me true. What if I put a number before this also, like a special character before this also? Is it going to give true? Now also it is going to give me true. Let's suppose I make s a small here. Now suppose, let's see what happens. So now see, it is giving me false, right? So, and if I make this as a small, then what should happen? Okay, let me make this as capital. Okay, this as capital, this is capital now. Okay, wait. So what I will do now is that I'll write something like this, 1 and then Vivek. This, for this it should give me true, right? This is giving me true. I make the V as a small. Now what it is giving me? Now you see it is giving me false. So it ignored the first character. It did not just see the character, like number. I wrote like this, Vivek. So you should say that, sir, that it is checking only the first character now. So the first character is a number and the rest of the other thing, it doesn't matter, it should be in capital letter. No, the first where the character is starting, it is the number, it will ignore that part. From here it is going to check, this is in a small letter, right? This is what you have noticed here, that for this, if I make this as V as capital, it is going to give me true. It is going to give me true. But the moment I make this as V as a small, right, like this, okay, and doesn't matter what I have before that, how many numbers I have before that, it's going to give me false. Can you see? Right? So title case works like that. Otherwise you can also, like, check like this. If there is name here, if name dot is title, okay, then what you can do is that print title case. Okay, title case. Okay, in the else part what you can do is that in the else part you can print not in title case, not in title case, like that you can do. And for this one I'm going to get not in title case. Can you see that if I make this as, if I put somewhere a capital V, now you see what is giving me. Now it is giving me, now also it is giving me not in title case, this one. But if I make this V as capital, this V as capital, then what it is giving me? Now it is giving me true, right? So from where the characters are starting, okay, that where it should be a, it should be in title case. Now I gave something different, and see now it is saying not in capital, not in title case, right? Not in title case. So this is how the is title function works. Going to the next function, is upper. I believe we have already discussed that, but let's do it once again. Python is upper method returns true if all the characters in the string are in uppercase. It returns false if the characters are not in uppercase. Is upper is the signature, no parameter required, returns true or false. Have a look at the example. Welcome to coding. If you are writing str2.isUpper, it is going to give you true, right? Here you see welcome to coding. For this one also it is going to give you true. But for here, learn Java, here you see some of them are in small letter, right? So it is going to give you false. Okay. Next one, here you see welcome to coding. For this one it is going to give you true. Welcome to coding, this one also it is going to give you. Now here you see o is a small, so it is going to give you false. And if you have a special character and spaces, for this also it is going to give you true. The only condition is that it should not be a character which is in lower case. Okay, that is the only requirement. Okay, that is the only requirement. Let us try doing that, though we have already done that. Okay, but again we are doing it. So here what I will do is that I'll remove this part, and here I will make it as like Vivek, like this, and here I'll just write is upper. Okay, so is upper. So this should give me, true. Even if I put some number in between, doesn't matter, it is still going to give me true. Even if I put a hyphen and a special character, doesn't matter, it should give me true. But the moment I put anything, in small letter, see, now I got false. Okay, that's how the is upper works. So going ahead and talking about the next function that we have, which is join, which is an important method. Okay, so listen to it carefully and understand it also carefully. So Python join method is used to concatenate a string with an iterable object. Now what is an iterable object? A string, a list, a dictionary, a set, these are iterable objects. And it returns a new string, which is the concatenation of the string in iterable. Okay, what it does is that it concatenate, means it joins to a string. Okay, it joins a string with a iterable object, and it returns a new string, which is the concatenation of the string in iterable. And it throws an exception, type error, if iterable contains any non-string value. If your iterable contains any non-string value, it throws you a type error expression. In it allows various iterables like list, tuple, string, etc. Signature is join, and then you write iterable. So your list, your tuple, your string is going to come over here. And parameter is like a iterable object. You can see this is the parameter it is taking. So iterable object like list, tuple, string returns a new string or an exception, type error, if the iterable contains any non-string value. Okay, so if it is true, it is going to give you a new string, otherwise it is going to give you an error. Let us have a look here. So look at the simple example, a simple example which implement join method with the list iterable. So here we have str where I am having colon in it, and then I have a list which is having 3 items in it. Now remember, it should not be a number, otherwise you will get an error. Okay, and then what we are doing is that we are writing str2 is equal to str.join, the first string which I had, dot join, and then we are joining the list item over here. So what I will get, I'll get 1 colon 2 colon 3. Okay, let us go to the editor and write this code first. So what I will do is that first I'll make a list is equal to, and here I'll make 1 2, and I'll make this as 3. And then what I will do is that I'll make s is equal to, I'll put a colon over there, and then what I will do is that s2 is equal to s dot join, and then I'll pass l over here, and then what I will do is that I'll print s2. Okay, let us see what do we get. Can you see 1 colon 2 colon 3? It is coming as one single string. What will happen if I change this to a number like this? I'll get a type error. Can you see a type error? Expected str instance int found, right? So this, your list should be only a string, it should not be anything other than that. Okay, if I put there a blank space, then what happens? Then I'll get 1 space 2 space 3. If I remove this blank space in my string, what happens is that I'll get 1 2 3 together. If I put a hyphen over there, what should happen is that I'll get 1 hyphen 2 hyphen 3. So that's how it works. Okay, that's how it works. Going back, going back to the presentation here. So here, looking at the second example, a list iterable join with empty string and produce a new string. See the example below. Here we have empty string, nothing is there. And then what I did is that list Vivek, Gaurav, and when I try to join it, I'll get a combined string, a new string. Okay, we have already tried that. Okay, let us try this with a with another example. So I'll write P here, and then here I'll write, here I'll write T, here I'll write H, and here I'll write O, and here I'll write N. Okay, so I gave Python, and here I'll remove the space, and if I run this, what should I get? See, I'm getting a new string Python. I missed Y over there, so I'll add Y. Okay, Python. So now here I missed the single quote. Okay, I gave it in the wrong place. Here I missed the single quote. Yes. Now if I run this code, see what I'm getting? I'm getting Python. Okay, so that's how it works. Going to the next example, here you see we are an example of join method with set iterable. Here we have created a set. Curly bracket is used to create a set, right? And a square bracket is used to create a list. And here we have three languages: Java, C#, Python, and we have the string as hyphen and a greater than sign, and it is combining a string. Let us go there and try this one out also. Okay, let us try this one out also. So here what I will do is that I'll write here Python, okay, and here I will write Java, and here I'll write, here I will write what? Here I will write C#, okay, here I'll write C#, and I'll remove the other thing for the time being, okay, and here I'll put, anything which you want, you put it, okay, and then you see, can you see it combined? Okay, now it said, now let me make this as a list, okay, let me make this as a list. So this became a list now, okay, of course few errors are there which I'll correct. Now this became a list. Now you see it is working for the list as well. Okay, now what if I just make it a normal string? So what I will do is that I'll just write s1 equal to Vivek. Okay, now here let me put a string s1 here, and now you see what happens. So can you see, for Vivek, all the characters that I have, it inserted it's inserted this one, it joined with this one, right? So all the character came with this. Okay, so this is how your uh, join function works, and it is a very important function. Okay, it is a very important function which is going to help you a lot. Now another one for dictionary. In case of dictionary, this method joins keys only. So it is not going to join the value, it is going to join the key only, key 1, key 2, and if you are joining that with a string, so you are going to get key 1 and key 2. So make sure that keys are a string, otherwise it throws an exception. Okay, let us try this out. So here what I will do is that here I will write Python colon, this is Python. Okay, I am making this as a string, and here I'll make this is Java. Okay, and here I wrote H Java, and here what I will do is that here I'll write this is C#. Okay, this is C#, and here if I join L, what I should get still Python, Java, and C#. I'll write Python 1, Java 1, and C# 1, just to show you that. See, I'm getting Python 1, Java 1, C# 1. It is not joining that. Okay, let me create another dictionary di equal to, and here what I will do is that I'll make the key as a number, like Vivek. 1 is Vivek, and here the second one what I will do is that I'll write Gaurav, and then I try to join with dictionary. You will see that I'm getting an error. Reason being is that my key should be a string. Here I made it a number. So what I'll do is that I'll insert it inside the inverted comma to make it a string. And now if I run this code, I'll get 1 and 2. Okay, wait, what? 1 and 2, print s2. So it is saying print s2 is not defined. Why s2 is not defined? See, I'm getting 1 2, right? I'm getting 1 2. Why? Because 1 is one key. If I make 11 and 12, then also you see I'm making the key as 11 and 12. Now you see once again here I'm getting 11 and 12. So this is how this join method works. Okay, now talking about the another method, which is lower method. Now how does lower method work? So Python lower method returns a copy of the string after converting all the characters into lowercase. So if you have a string, you want to convert everything into lowercase, then which method you should use? Lower. Lower is the signature, no parameter required, it returns a lowercase string. Look at as the example, here we wrote str equal to coding, and when you are converting str.lower, everything should become small, okay. So here we have Python string lower method. So string can be varied and has any case later. The method will return a new string of lower case. You write, you see here, welcome to coding or www.coding.com, all in capital. So it is going to do simple. It is going to convert everything into lowercase. That's the only thing it does. Okay, and you can use it with a if statement also. If str.lower is equal to coding. Now this is very important because in some cases you want to match the string. So you can take the user input and then match it with a after converting it into a string, into a lower string. Okay, so here if I have str is equal to like this, and then I have s2 is equal to s1 dot lower. Okay, s1 dot lower, and now if I do, so you see Vivek is coming in capital letter. Okay, let me write apple there so that you can see everything. A will become small. You see A is becoming small. If I write everything capital, okay, everything will become small. You see everything became small, right? So this is how it works. Okay, if I have the first letter as capital, then what it does is that then also it returns everything. Okay, if I have a space and if I have another character, then what it does is that then also it changes everything. If I have some number in between, what it does is that then also it changes everything. So everything it is going to convert into a lowercase. Okay, that's how it works. So it was simple. Now another method that we have is the replace method. So it returns a copy of the string with all occurrence of substring old replaced by the new. So replace method is used to replace a particular substring with all occurrence of substring old. Okay, replaced by the new. Remember that all occurrences will be. So if the optional argument count is given, only the first occurrences are replaced. So there is an optional argument also which is count. You see here the signature replace old comma new. These are two, which is like mandatory, and the optional part is count. So old is like an old string which will be replaced. New is like new string which will replace the old string, and the count is that the number of time to process the replace. How many times? One time, two time, three time. Okay, what it returns? It returns the whole string. Let us have a look at the example. So here you see str is equal to Java is a programming language, and what I'm doing is that str2 str.replace, I'm replacing Java with C. Okay, and then I'm trying to print both the strings. So I'm getting Java is a programming language, C is a programming language. This is the new string. Okay, so let us go over there and go to the editor, and let us have two string. Okay, let us have two string. So first s1, and I say my name is Vivek. Okay, I wrote like this. Okay, and then I will have s2 is equal to, okay, my name is Gaurav. I'll write my name is, why do I need to do like this? I'll write s2 equal to s1 dot replace, s1 dot replace, and what I want to replace, I want to replace Vivek, and I want to replace it with Gaurav. Okay, now you see if I try to print s1, print s s1 also, and print s2. So first I should get my name is Vivek, right, and then I'm getting my name is Gaurav. So the replaced string has been assigned to another string. Okay, did you see that? So our first string is still intact, nothing changed over there. Okay, what if I put capital V there? Will it replace or will it give me an error? Okay, it is not replacing. Why? Because this Vivek has never been found. This Vivek was never found in that because it is having capital V in it. Okay, but if I write small v, now it is saying it is changing. My name is Vivek, the second one is my name is Gaurav. That's how it works. Okay, now looking at the another example here. So the second example we have is that str is equal to Java, C, C sharp, Java, PHP, Python, Java, and then what we are doing is that str2 is equal to str dot replace Java and C sharp. So what it will do is that here how many times we have Java, here we have Java, here we have Java, here we have Java. So it will replace every time with C sharp. Okay, so if I try to print the old string and the new string, here you see the example. Can you see new string C sharp, C sharp, C sharp? All those places where Java, Java, Java was there, I'm getting C sharp now. Another example that we have str2 is equal to str dot replace Java, comma, C sharp, comma 1. So it replaces only the first occurrence. And in the second example, you see only the first occurrence has been replaced. Rest Java is there is as it is. Okay. So let me go back, and here let me write my name is Vivek. Vivek lives. Okay. Let me make this as capital first of all. Okay, and make it a long one. Vivek loves coding, and Vivek is a nice guy. Okay, and here also I'll make it as V. Okay, so now I'll try to do with this first of all. Okay, so here you should see, my name is Vivek. Vivek loves coding. Vivek is a nice guy. And here you see Vivek, it did not happen. Why? Because the spelling was wrong. And here I'll replace with G. Okay, so this is first example. So here you see everywhere there was Vivek. Vivek has been replaced by Gaurav. Here Vivek was there, Gaurav came, Vivek was there, Gaurav came, Vivek was there, Gaurav came. If I write there 1, now what happens is that if I write there 1, only the first instance was changed. My name is Vivek became my name is Gaurav. Vivek loves coding. Vivek loves coding is there. Vivek is a nice guy. Vivek is a nice guy. If I replace there 2, then what happens is that if I replace with the 2, 2 times it changed. Okay. So the third one is how many times you want to actually change it. How many times you actually want to replace it. 1 time, 2 time, or if you do not give anything, it means every time you want to replace it. Okay. If I remove this, then it will replace every time. Okay. But if you want, like, only particular number of time you want to replace it, then you can give the third parameter, which is the count parameter. Okay. So now look at the another example here. So here we have another example. Str is equal to apple is a fruit, and then we are trying to replace str, and str tomato is also a fruit. So I am just replacing the whole string itself. I'm not replacing a part, right? I'm replacing the whole string itself. So now let me go over there and try it. Okay. So now what I will do is that here I'll write s1, and here I will give, here I'll get we replace the whole string itself. Okay, itself. Now you see, if I run this code, my name is Vivek, Gaurav was there, and then in the second string what is coming, we replace the whole string itself. So the whole string itself got replaced. Okay, so that also is possible. Or let us try with, let us just try with my. Okay, my, and then give space. Okay, there was already one comma, so I'll remove one comma, and now you see it will become such a long one. My, we replace the whole string itself, name is Vivek, Vivek loves coding, Vivek is a nice guy. And if I remove this and just give the whole string itself, this is how it works. The string itself got replaced. Okay, so that was the another example. So that's all in this video. Thank you so much.